Yeah, good afternoon, my first Tom. It's a wonderful day, it's a wonderful afternoon, and I want to use this moment to greet us that happy season and compliment of the season because we are in the mood of Easter. And then to our brothers out there, our sisters out there that are Muslims, we appreciate you all for your kindness. We appreciate you for your steadfastness towards the fasting, and we know that definitely our prayer shall be answered. Now,
Amen.
this afternoon, I have with me not only just myself because I have a special guest in the house here. She's the mother of all beauties. You can see her. She's very, very beautiful, and she has every aroma that will make a man to fall for a love. So I'm introducing to you the queen of the universe.
And my name is Queen Moradike Olajumoke, aka Miss Queen, the Queen of July. They don't just call me Queen because I have what it takes to be a queen. So nice meeting you guys.
So now you can see this particular matter. I don't want to waste our time. I don't want to take much of our time. Basically, there are a lot of things that are ravaging our society nowadays, and it has become a culture. Everybody sees it as a system they want to operate in. Most especially when it comes to relationships and marriage. Now we're having a broken home. We're having, a physical abuse. We're having traumas. We're having all kinds of dramas that leads to, partners, domestic violence, and the rest like that. But now we want to talk about why are we having this kind of a system? Why are we having this kind of reason? Why are we having this kind of problem? I told a lot of things, sweet words just to make up for my, love because I want to make up my head.
You are getting my attention.
So
and all of a sudden, the love has to turn to the other side. What is that supposed to mean? What causes domestic violence in the first place? Because looking at it now, and the very first that I met you, you were like, oh baby, you are the best, you are this, you are sweet. Like have anybody told you how sweet, how wonderful, how great, how like a lot of sweet words coming out from his mouth. And all of a sudden, just from nowhere, out of the blues, like we're just like, oh no, I'm gonna kill you today. I'm gonna beat you. What? I don't understand. I'll be trying. I sat down, I sat myself down. I keep on reasoning. I keep on thinking, what could be that thing that is making men to beat ladies?
Yes, I will point out some
I
points.
know that it's not like there are things you don't like. Beating is not like I've seen. Beating is not the solution. There are ways you can abuse people, and even if the word abuse is not even right in a position to you, man, it is not good. You don't abuse anybody. You are not in the right position. You are not in your right senses to abuse a human being like you. It is not right. It is not done. When you are not a beast, it is only a beast that
come on,
abuse.
just calm down, baby. I can see that you are taking this personally.
I'm really taking it personal.
Don't take it personal.
Okay.
In this system of it, I believe that we guys we have a reason for doing such a thing because let me just explain some things to you. You ladies, you are so troublesome. Sometimes you can be so dramatic. Sometimes you can be, frustrating. A lot of things that you invite sometimes can make somebody to just kind of want to beat you to plumb. You are the cause.
Don't have any point. You don't have any point.
Okay,
what is that thing? If there's a particular day you can walk up to me because you needed my attention, you're telling me all the sweet words. So what could have been done? Like you could just say, okay, the next thing to do to me is to abuse me. No, it is not done. I'm not gonna take that for an excuse. That's not an excuse.
Okay. That is not an excuse. Let me just explain the reason why you people need to be treated in that manner.
Wow.
In the first place, when we first met, wait. You don't know what you might be beautiful, you might have this character, but sometimes you hide your original character. We don't even know your original character.
Hold on. Do yourself, you know that you have other characters. In marriage, like we do say that marriage is the eyes opener, right? You have yours, I have mine. It is just like being tolerant enough. If you are tolerant, you can tolerate anything at all. When we talk about love is not just about this physical appearance.
Yes,
love is understanding. Love is tolerance. Love is anything that you see in love, like it. You don't like
that. Comparison.
Yes. Love is not just things that come with sweet things or
I can get your point.
This is the sample thing that we are raised from different backgrounds. So did you expect us to behave the same way? No. Apart from not behaving the same way, we don't have the same character. They gave birth to a twin in the same day. They don't have the same character. So how do you expect people from different geographical area to behave the same way? No, it is not done like that. It is just a matter of tolerating. You tolerate people that some trash you throw at me. I am trying as much as possible to tolerate just because of the love I have for you. When we talk about love is understanding. When you are able to tolerate are the best. Don't worry. I know this is a mistake, but we're gonna work on it. Let those words come, not for the very first day or the moment you're trying to get attention. That's the only time you give her that. Let her know what love is. This is not love, please.
But don't you know that it's not every guy that beats is a beast? Do you know that? You are the originator of beast in a man.
Wow.
Well, let me just start an example. You can see a very tolerating husband, a very loving kind, or encompassing husband that really love you for who you really are. But sometimes, there are circumstances that put somebody in a position whereby you'll be influenced. Let me just finish with this my sentence. So now, let me just assume. You ladies, you are fond of. Wow. Okay. When you first approached me, you told me this that I will enjoy this, that I will enjoy that. You boasted and you show me a manner of promising futures. Yeah. But now that you are into it, because maybe the business is not going straightly, and then you're having some challenges, a lot of things going on, and you don't want the truth. Sometimes even when we tell you the truth, you will not just accept the truth. You will even prefer that somebody should lie to you, so that at least you just want to you want to be on top of all your games. You want to demonstrate and encapsulate everything in such a way that yes, okay, just tell me sweet, because you don't want to experience bitterness, and that is one of the problems. Now when you now notice that we don't have the capability, we don't have the capacity, you begin to show forth your own origin or unleashing your bitterness. And that is one of the things that we guys hate. And we don't want anything that will kind of, give us some psychological disorientation or distortion. And that's the reason why you see us that it's not every guy that talk. It's not every guy that loves to talk to some extent, to some larger extent. But the problem is that you don't understand simple yes or no, and you just demand for it in a greater extent. That is the problem we're having, and that's why we're having domestic violence.
Oh no, that's not an excuse. Now I'll be saying it, that's not an excuse, and I'll keep on saying it. That is not an excuse again. Okay. Hold on, you from the beginning of your statement, I had you said that because that we ladies always ask for it. Please let's use like our sister in the Lord that just passed on, Sister Oshinachi. I was reading about that even she does not even have bank account just to her husband. Looking at someone like that, we are just setting an example because like what will people say? Okay. Did you understand? Because she's just kind of a woman, she's a minister of God, and what will people say? Like she's trying to endure despite the violence from the husband. Because right now you are saying like I'm not in the house.
You don't know what is actually happening.
So I'm not going to say that other side. Okay. Fine. So what could be the reason someone like that, because a sister, when I read about her small, you said they are twin.
Oh yes.
They are twin. So the other twin, he said the first concert they went to at Abuja, that the husband first, I think the husband is Peter, whatever.
I don't even know.
So like he first met the twin sister. So he was asking her, can he get to know? That's where the whole thing started though. Can you get to know our late sister? That the sister there's nothing like that, something like that. Okay, getting to meet our late sister. Okay, the sister said she should stay out of the twin sister said you should stay out of our sister Osinachi. Like she doesn't want to be in any relationship. Out of the blues, just looking at out of the blues, know how the man tries to manage because of what he wanted, because to get the lady attention and everything. And okay, that is
what they call chemistry, if not physics.
Okay, you're not serious. I'm not gonna laugh because I'm still very
okay. I can see your burning.
Yes,
you can see your burning. Yeah, we like burning. We like burning things.
Yes, please let me.
That's how we used to burn too.
Yes, no. You're not them that. Listen to my own part. That's what I'm saying.
I'm listening.
You have, when you're talking, when you say calm down, I calm down. I was listening to you.
I am calm.
Okay, please calm down. So looking at that one, so maybe the sister is now out of the blue. So she just noticed that things are flowing between them. She's like, I don't understand. What logic did you think the man got? Like what logic did the man have? Yes. Like used for the sister? That because he first wants to go and meet the sister and the twin sister, and the twin sister had, oh no, now even she was not even interested. So and the twin sister don't even know how things work out. And then even they said they know that we did they just do one thing or the other to do something. So looking at that sister now, from a scenario up now, looking at that kind of a person, there's something the man has promised her. there's something the man has said, like, do you understand? Even despite our twin sister is not supporting it. And now, right now, the thing is not in the marriage, and she's still coping. Hold on, she's still coping. Like, okay, this can work. And she was like using, and she doesn't even allow anybody to know. And looking at now, what would be her gain now? What is her gain and death?
Well, obviously yes.
If that's
What has happened has happened. You
no,
understand?
please,
But
no.
the
I am
issue
asking,
is
now when you
this.
said that,
The issue is this. The issue is this. Do you know the problem with you ladies is
because
this?
of the promise you promised us and we are not fulfilling it. Who is that hypocrite?
What I'm trying to get at is this. It's very simple.
Okay.
See, to every reaction, to every action there must be a reaction. You understand? I believe the man to have behaved in such a manner, there must be something. There must be something. There must be something that prompted it.
What prompted?
See,
telling your home
it is you. It is you because of everything.
Okay, telling your home.
Wait, let me just tell you. Let me tell you why this problem is still a woman problem. You know the problem of this one. Let me explain myself. The reason why I say this problem is still a woman problem is this.
Okay.
Now she's gone.
Okay.
I'm very sorry to that. May I so rest in peace.
Amen.
See, you cannot. It is not even sensible enough.
Okay.
If you're saying that you are loving somebody. Love is very, very, it is general in nature.
Okay.
Love is giving. And love is tolerating, just as you said earlier. And when we are talking about love is something that is resuscitable, something that you can maintain, something that you can re-energize, something you can give, you can give some potentials to that we so when if the things are getting worse, there are a lot of change of game that you can put into a relationship.
Okay,
even when there are a lot of things. You as a lady, you know that when you want to make things happen, you know how to make it happen. But the mistake is that sometimes you let the love or the so-called love to get into your head and disorientate you and give you some different picture of of the whole scenario of whatever that might happen eventually. No. Okay, what can actually cause as I am now? Lay my hands on you, saying for the fact that I love you and I will beat you, and then maybe I don't know whether it is a swing of mood or mood of swing or whatever the swing mood will be put in. How will you not?
Like I always tell my friends,
something can happen that if actually you are sensible enough, if I'm behaving peacefully, your senses need to come into some senses that this thing I'm doing is not right. And in a peaceful way, in a very calm way, in a very persuading way.
Yes.
There are ways and methods that you can use just to come back to my own senses. You understand?
Okay.
But if a lady is not sensible enough, then tell me. There's no harm. And there are some lot of guys out there.
Now.
You know that there are some guys out there. They don't have sex on their own.
Okay.
They depend on sex. They lose control easily. So it is always something. They depend on you so much. So you are the one to control them.
And now you will tell me tomorrow that you are the head of the house.
Yes.
And meanwhile you depend on me like to control the whole thing.
See,
so we are the
we are the
your backbone.
Yeah.
So because we are the backbone, when we say you should not cheat, did you listen to us?
Give me different opinion here. So as it affects A, it affects B. There are some guys that are very, very faithful.
I just made more questions and now you're ready.
What is the question? Okay, now throw your question.
Blood. You people like you don't have self-esteem, you don't have self-control.
We have self-esteem. That's the reason why we don't tolerate stupid things.
You don't have self-control. Like you are so attractive to anything you see with your eyes. And
anything is get. Are you? Is that what you're saying? Yes. It is not everybody. Yes. It is not every guy. It may be 50% or let me say 75% of guys.
Don't say 75. 99.9.
No. What statistics is that? From where did you get that statistics from?
I don't know. 99.9 of you guys.
Not. See, okay, there are some ladies out there.
There are some ladies.
There are some ladies out there.
Right now. They are the people that I would say that they believe in the Bible or neither the Quran. They believe in the word of the God. Like this is not good. Like because of the things, like the way they are orientated, like the way, like maybe the way they listen to the preachers in anywhere, or the things they see.
Are you not telling me that everybody that goes to church listen to what the word of God says?
No, I'm not saying it.
See, it is a personal trait. It is a personal conviction.
They are normal.
It is a personal.
that like okay,
wait.
I just
Just
myself.
calm down.
There are some people that
Calm
they
down.
don't
Miss
they
Queen,
don't
Miss
sir.
Queen, calm
No,
down.
I'm
Calm
already
down.
worked up.
See,
Because
don't
right
work up.
now,
What
no,
I'm
right
saying,
now
what
you're
I'm
making
saying
me to
is,
feel
see,
bad, like saying
do
that
you know
you
that?
just
Do you
think
know
that
that
you're backbone.
we are both?
And when we are telling you things, you said that no, that you are the head of the house, but you just told me that we are your backbone. But when you do not remember that we are your backbone, that we're supposed to cover you like this, not like this, that you show us, you just beat
Yeah,
us.
even stronger than wait till they have wait, let's be realistic here. You know, see, when they're saying Montreal, you know, see, coming together of two persons, you understand, two persons make a strong, stronger relationship. But when you are having diverse or different opinions, that is where the problem comes. You know, I see men and women as, a bond to make a better union. You understand? And for you to make some things even virtually impossible for you as an individual, but you're coming together will make it happen. But it takes a better understanding between both of you. You know, if I'm doing something that is wrong and you know that it is wrong, you can ask me, you can tell me. And that is the effect of communication.
And if I tell you that, babe, this thing you're doing is not good, it's not right, and you as the head of us, like I've always been hearing, and like I've always been like hearing from people, like when you say, babe, what you're doing is not like, who are you to talk to me like that? I'm the head of the house, man. Like, woman, look at me.
And that is the problem.
This comes out,
okay.
And you're telling me that you're the head of, and you just told me right now that when we notice that the other partner is going south, and we want to drag them back, that we should just talk to them in calm way.
What will your opinion be in this kind of situation whereby you have two partners, or let me say married couple, and when the problem is about to begin and they are saying that no, this is alarming, what will you suggest that either of them should tell a third party or just keep it to themselves?
See, there are different ways you handle issues. You know, there are some things we call personal. There are personal things that you can't just tell people, no matter what.
So if it is what if it is personal thing that is killing you?
Hold on.
How will you handle that?
That's what I'm saying, that there are personal things that there's no how you are going to tell me as you have one personal thing that you like, you just keep it yourself. Not even none of your family knows about it. Do you get my point?
But personal thing in a marriage.
That's what I'm saying. Like you looking at, so this is the third party. We are the personal people here right now. So we are talking about the third party, which is the outsider. So when we talk about the personal, like we ourselves, we don't want it to link out. Like when you now try to call your partner, like, babe, we can work this thing out. And if your partner is God bless you. Is there to listen to you.
But the scenario you just mentioned, that whenever you are trying to correct that guy, and he always like, you cannot say that.
Yes,
I'm the head of this family. So what can you do in such a stage?
In that stage, at that particular time, I don't know what is wrong with him. Do you understand? After I tried as much as possible, like, babe, and he gave me that
attitude.
Yes, I'll just calm down. Try as much as possible. Like maybe that very day I've tried to prepare his favorite. I tried to be romantic. Like, do you understand? Like, it is just like, do you understand? We women, we know we have the power. We have the power if we want anything from our man.
What in a situation whereby the man has turned to be a pretender?
If the man turns to be a pretender, do you understand? If the man turns to be a pretender, you yourself know that, oh, this is not my husband.
That is where I'm trying to get at.
Like, this is not my husband.
You make this thing personal to some extent, that the man that you're trying to correct out of your personal stuff is not yielding. So what will be your next step?
My next step is like, since he's not taking my advice and he's not listening to me, the only thing I can do is that I will look for someone I trust. And which, like, if you're a Christian, you're like, okay, maybe I have my father in the Lord. And there are some people that, because of our father in the Lord, what will they say? This is what we are saying. Like, what will people say? Even if you don't say it out, people will still talk. If you say it out, people will talk. So why would you not think because of what people will say will affect your mental health? I want people, like, they should talk. Look for someone, like, at least, if you're not the talking type, fine. But at least this is what is killing you inside. Try as much as well. Look at someone like, okay, this is my angel sent from God. Like, I think I can pour out. Don't look at what people will say. That is the thing. I think that's our main issues. When we try as much as possible, like, to make things work on our own, and it's not working. I know definitely you might have, no matter how bad you are, you will just have someone. There's always someone in your life that will, like, dad, mom, or friend, like this other person that you look up to, that, oh, I know this kind of person can help me in this situation. Voice out. It is not. It does not matter. You have to tell the all people to know what is going wrong with you. You have someone that you know you can look up to, and the person will give you the. And if that thing, and the person is not giving you the best, like the responses you want, you can still walk out to another. But there's no crime in trying. We keep on trying.
In short formula, what you're trying to say is that, whenever you have some issues that are beyond your personal resolution,
Yes.
resolution,
You
just
counsel,
seek
yes.
a counsel out
Yes.
there. So you don't just keep quiet. And to men out there, I just want to advise us that it's not good to be violent with our women. A fully grown person, when you call yourself immature, it means that to some extent you are mature. But if you are the type that used to beat a lady, or you fight with a very full grown somebody of your mate outside there, I'm telling you, you still lack some level of maturity. Please,
Sure.
whatsoever that happens, no matter how frustrating a woman can look, they are very, very loving. I can tell you that if you give your very best to your lady, to your wife, I'm telling you,
You don't
will be
expect her to be
materialistically, progressive.
If,
no matter what.
There's a quote I see that if you want your marriage to work, and you just sleep. That this is a creation that God created while you are sleeping.
Why are you sleeping?
So if you want the marriage to work, just sleep. If she say baby, sleep. If you say baby, wake up at that time. If you want it to make it to work, like it's not like because she sees herself, or you want her to see herself that she's like she has everything, that she's the boss here. It is not that you want the peace of mind. You just want to be tolerant. You just love, like you know when you say you love something. Like this thing there's nothing.
Okay, so the basic thing we are trying to project here is that in our society nowadays, we don't need to degenerate this generation. Yeah. We need to accelerate something that we know that definitely will be contributively positive to our generation. We are trying to kind of sensitize people that bullying, maltreating, fighting will not solve any problem. But it will only add to the problems on ground. But we can only be sensitive enough to our environment, and let's say it out. Speak up. Just like the last what is it called? The 2020 protest. Yeah.
Yes.
The speak up, Sorosoke, and understand. This moment, this is the system we need to adopt now. Then when you're having some kind of hidden problem,
and
say it out.
Speak out to ordinary people,
like other people. Let them know.
Like people that the people that they are not going to give you the responses you want.
I'm telling you, somebody.
Do you understand? And there are sometimes we are always we fool ourselves that the people we think we can seek advice for, they are the people that let us down, and the people are like, what will this one tell me? And they are the one that, do you understand us? So they are the one that give us the best, that thing that we needed. So please, let us control our anger. When your beautiful queen trying to infuriate you, want to get you angry, you understand? Just move away, because there is little difference between anger and danger. And that deed here is destruction. Yeah. It's total destruction. Nothing more. There's nothing you can get out of anger. I'm telling you, but be tolerant enough. Be tolerating. Is it tolerating or tolerant? Be tolerant enough so that at least you can be able to solve a lot of problems. So it will be very, very fine for us. So this is just the first batch of what we're gonna have, the first episode, and we're still coming for more, because I have a lot of we have a lot of relationship now. We have a guy and a lady that they are yet to marry, but still they are just turning themselves to punching bag. Even before ever married, we don't know the kind of situation and the kind of society we are kind of building with that. So please, let us be sensitive enough. Let us be positive. And whatever you do, make sure that do what is needful, do what is good, because if you think nobody's seeing, there's someone out there. We are not even talking about God. There's someone that you don't even know that the person is looking at you. They are looking at you. So please be mindful of whatever you are doing.
So next time, if you want to watch this kind of a video more, you can just click on that our link.
Please subscribe.
Subscribe. Please kindly subscribe.
We love you.
We love you too.
Look at the Queen of Dulac. See how beautiful and
she's
so
beautiful for it.
Don't mind me. I love talking about myself, so don't mind me. So please subscribe. I love you. The only thing you can do for me is to subscribe, to drop your comments. That is the only thing you can do for me right now. Yes, love me as well, and I love everyone. I love all of you. I love everyone, and I love my baby.
Bye. Thank you.